Hello trumpet friends, it's great to see you. Thanks for watching today's video. Hope you're doing well. So we're going to be doing the song Moving Around. The first note that we see here is actually the same note that we learned back when we did Going Up. Do you remember? What's the name of that note? F. That's right. And how do we finger that note? First button, right? Yeah, that's right. So when you go to play that note, it sounds like this. Make sure that yours sounds just as good as mine in terms of it being high enough in pitch. If it sounds droopy, then faster air, firmer lips. The next note that you see you've never seen before, this is an E. An E is played with 1 and 2. So you're going to push first button and second button. Practice that now by putting the buttons down. This note will sound just a smidge low compared to the F. Make sense? So that's the E. Pause the video and try that with me a few times. Make sure that that note's coming out. If it sounds like this, you're too low. You're too low. That's the one you want. The next note that you see is the note right above F, and we play that one as G. And we've actually already alluded to this note back when we learned our instruments. It's just going to be no buttons, and it's going to be the higher of the two partials. So higher. This one you want to make sure you get to. It's going to feel like you're playing quite a bit higher than the E. Pause the video and go back and do that a few times and make sure that note's coming out. If it sounds like this, you're too low. Bring it up, faster air, higher tongue to get that note to shoot out faster. The last note that we see is the same one as the first note, am I right? F. So all we have to do is practice getting between these notes. So F to E. Do you remember how that was? F, E, and then how do you play G? The next note. Open, right? Open G. And then what's your last note? F, the first note. So the whole thing from beginning to end is going to be first and second, open, and then first. Do that a few times before you actually try to play. Pause the video, take care of that. And once you're back, I want you to try playing each of those notes with me, one by one. Here's the F. Next note is E. Third note is G. Last note is F. Make sure all those notes come out the way that you want them to. And when you're ready, let's go back to the beginning and try it together. Okay? Here we go from the top. Now, a lot of times trumpet players will try to just force it out and blow really hard, but you'll notice that I'm barely blowing. What I'm more focused on is air speed, compression of the front two lips. I have a lot of air pressure from my belly coming up, but I'm not going and blowing really hard. So be careful there not to overblow. You want to make sure that these notes are coming out with as little effort as possible, but also staying in the realm of enough effort, if that makes sense. Okay? So if you sound like this, then firmer lips, keep the air steady, and don't move on to the next note until that sounds better. The trick with trumpet is if you don't sound good, then don't move on. Eventually, you'll have to like kind of keep working on your fingerings and learn the songs, but make it sound good. Don't be afraid to fall in love with that first sound you make. And then if that note sounds good, you'll be good to go to the next one. Am I right? So you'll be fine. Keep working on it and let me know if you have any issues. And we will watch this video as many times as you need to. See ya.